Yes, we have found an animal. I think Tristan showed you a dead one just now. And look at what it's doing. It is thrashing that bush as if it is a punching bag. The male impala are coming to what we call the rutting season now. They're building up their neck muscles. They're getting very, very strong. They're going to be fighting very soon for the right to mate with the females. And at the moment, that small little bush is taking the brunt of its aggression. Isn't that marvelous, though? But, you know, if you're going to go fight somebody, you don't jump in the ring without doing some practicing. You need to at least build up your strength. And it's amazing how much muscle these boys will develop in their neck in the next few weeks, enabling them to compete and to dominate males of similar size and stature. They have been waiting for years for the opportunity. And this male is looking like he's in his prime. And he is ready to go. What they are doing now is they're demarcating small little territories for themselves so they can attract the females. And Elizabeth, you are looking at him. Elizabeth wants to know what is the most hunted prey. Well, in the savannah, impala is probably the most common antelope that you'll find. And so they fall prey to cheetah, wild dog, leopard, lion, martial eagle when they're very young, even small ones to large rock pythons. I've seen even baboon taking young impala. There are many, many impala, and the reason for that is because they are very successful. The rut that these guys are going to go through very soon ensures that there will be a whole lot more impala babies by November, and that goes on and on and on every single year. But you can see, talking about hunted, this guy's a little bit skittish because he's on his own. He's thrashing the bushes to get strong, and he's not sure if anything's trying to sneak up on him. No one's going to warn him of an approaching leopard or lion, so he has to feed, he has to build up his strength, he has to build up his neck muscles, and he has to avoid being eaten by a leopard and a lion. So if he does survive, and as Beck says in FC, in Final Control, he's very dedicated. If he does manage to get through, then it's good. His genetics are strong, and they will go forward. But look at that. The poor bush. What did the bush do to you? Eh? He's licking his lips in satisfaction. Absolutely marvelous. So obviously this is the practice bout. In the next couple of weeks we're going to see these impala delivering quite large blows to each other's heads, and we don't know what killed that impala that Tristan is with just moments before. It's possible that it was another male impala, but we didn't actually find any injuries on him that could have been inflicted by another male. But who knows? The mystery of the savannah is always there. Connor, they don't. So you want to know if the animals get scared when they see our truck or our Jeep driving by? And they don't get scared. They've become quite sort of used to the vehicle. But if I drove right up to it, it would move away. They don't get any we call it negative reinforcement. So if something had to happen from this vehicle on a regular basis to affect their behavior, they would learn to move away from the car. But because we don't hunt them, we don't chase them, we don't do anything to affect their behavior, they tend to just get used to us as this smelly green machine that's moving through the wilderness, and they don't seem to give us any heed. But on that note, if I get out of the vehicle and he sees me as the two-legged, upright, standing human being that emerged on the savannah landscape many, many years ago with these animals, they would run away because they see us as a predator, and he would run in fear of his life because man is the ultimate predator on the African landscape. We came together in bands of humans, and we were very clever and able to hunt very large animals with all sorts of different techniques over 800,000 years till today. So he's finished his boxing routine. He's now going to look around and see if he can maybe attract some females into his area. So let's keep moving on and see if we can find any of the lovely females that he's looking for. So this area we're driving through is a good area because it's quite open, there's access to some water. So as a male, that would be a good area to try and sort of demarcate as his territory for the breeding season, because the strongest males will get the best places, and the females will come there for the resources. So if he's got the best area, he will get more females, and his genes will go further and further and further. But sometimes these males will try to demarcate these areas a little bit too soon, and by the time the mating happens, he's already been eaten or outcompeted because he's lost condition very quickly. It's very difficult to look around and eat at the same time, and so they lose condition because they're not eating all the time. So it actually benefits them to stay in groups. So doing what he's doing now is a risk to himself, but it's for the benefit of his genes moving forward.